The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
All right, there we go. Welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Warning. It's your man, Ruben, in the house tonight. Of course, as you can tell right now, I am by myself. Thank you, Mogo Cowboy. I got my audio back. Life is beautiful. Got some new equipment, so I'm still working through all that. Hopefully, everybody has enjoyed their week. Today, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to play some games and stuff like that. We're going to talk a little bit about what's kind of going on in the world, or the craziness that we ensue. And of course, once again, I got a new segment tonight. You know, we're going to have a Hall of Fame induction. What that induction and what it's for, I will talk about later. But yes, we will have a Hall of Fame induction, a 5-minute warning Hall of Fame induction. I'm excited to talk about it, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be excited to listen to it. So as you can tell, I am by myself right now. Hopefully my boy Moby will be here shortly. But right now, it is me, and all of me. And hey, if it's nobody else, you know, we're going to do it like we do it. So first of all, let's get into a couple things. Now, I'd like to say this because I've really been wanting to say this all week. Hey, guess what? The last time I checked, we're not in the business of taking over countries. Now, we've taken over Venezuela. Or rather, we have said that we've taken over Venezuela. We captured 2 people, you know, the president and his wife, for, you know, committing acts of terrorism, whatever hell excuse that we went to his house, broke down his door, and took him and his wife, whatever. Luckily, Venezuela is not super big, so they ain't about to go, you know, come in and try to do something to us, at least not at this moment. But now we trying to take over Greenland. Like, really? His obsession with Greenland is amazing. And his also obsession of hating windmills is also amazing. Like, hey, I want Greenland, but I hate windmills. What? I mean, because there's windmills in like North Carolina. And I mean, they ain't hurt nobody. You know, if you're a bird and you run into a windmill, that's a whole bunch of a you problem, you know. But hey, man, clean energy. I think he just hates clean energy because, you know, basically he's like, well, we don't make enough money from it, but we do make money from it, and it's good for the environment and for this kind of planet we're here. Like, I don't know. It's crazy, but I will say this. This year, he said some of the realest shit that he has ever said when he talked to all the Republicans and literally told them, hey, if y'all lose the midterms, they're going to impeach me. You are 100% correct, my friend. They are going to impeach you if the Democrats get power. You can go ahead and take that shit to the bank because you've done a whole lot of dumb shit. And now they're going to have to spend the next at least 2 years reversing all that dumb shit that you did. But it looks like there are cracks forming now, how in which the Supreme Court's not exactly backing him 100% anymore. Congress is starting to do some things, such as, I think we're gonna go ahead and put those Obamacare discounts and stuff back in there, things of that such. Because I mean, the one thing to do is, hey, the people who got you elected were kind of like poor people or people who work for themselves and stuff. Yet, you're gonna take away their insurance or make it more expensive for them. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. What's going on, Moby?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Just little rant, man. Just had a little rant real quick. Just talking about how Trump said the truest shit he ever said this year earlier. He told the Republicans if they lose the midterms in November, he's gonna get impeached. And I was like, yep. If the Democrats somehow get back power of Congress, he will get impeached, and he won't be able to do shit. So, like, life and times of.
Hasn't he been impeached before?
I mean, yeah.
So why does it fucking matter?
Well, I think the biggest thing is checks and balances that don't really exist now because Congress is Republican. They're not out here. Hey, man, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You gotta tell somebody. Blah 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 blah. Well, if the Democrats get some power before he does anything, theoretically he's supposed to go through Congress first. So, they already talking about limiting the amount of military stuff he can do. So, basically, he will be a legitimate lame duck president for the last 2 years if the Democrats win the midterms in November. It's like, well, but yeah, just talking about the stuff throughout the week and how we take over countries now and we're trying to buy countries and shit and all the things we're not necessarily supposed to be, but it seems like we are. So yeah, we're just in business, man. We're in business apparently for all of it.
I mean, yeah, I kind of have a theory about what's going on. Like, I already told you, you don't seem to be confident in it, but like, he ain't leaving the White House. You got to start a war, create a national emergency so you don't have to have an election. But no, what he's trying to do, though, in my opinion, we know it's about oil with Venezuela.
Exactly.
And, look, this isn't me being insulting to people who choose to vote and have their own political beliefs. But like, the truth of the matter is, if we sell this oil and gas prices drop down below $2 like he actually said they were when they actually weren't, but if it actually happens and he can get some of that money and we can issue out a couple stipend checks, yeah, I'm gonna say it, you dumbass niggas are still gonna vote for him.
Of course they will.
Y'all still gonna be like, hey, the Republican Party did that shit for us.
Yeah.
And when I say dumbass niggas, I don't mean black people. I mean you dumbass niggas. Like, I just
I mean,
what I mean.
Chris Rock
said
it best.
Yeah, he only needed 8% of the black vote to get elected. So, like, the Republicans on the midterms, like, all they need is enough niggas not to show up, or enough dumbass niggas to be like, hey, but my money better now because I got this stimmy check and gas prices is low. Like,
God, the stimmy check.
I just feel like, man, this country's getting what it deserves. Like, we deserve this shit. All the ICE shit that's going on, we deserve this shit.
Except for that one woman, she didn't deserve to die.
No. I don't mean any of the ramifications from it, but I mean what happened. It's not like this isn't what he ran on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when people are like up in arms, it's like, yo, this is what he ran on.
He told y'all he was gonna do this.
And this is what, a large group of the MAGA base wants. Like they're just like, I mean, yo, and the way a lot of the MAGA base looks at this woman that got killed, Renee, they look at her as like, casualty of war. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We'd have rather it been a brown person that got killed, but I mean, shit
but
happens.
she's a white woman. She's gay. All right, that's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As long as she could be in one of the categories that they
Yeah,
vehemently hate.
yeah, and it's just it's
And
crazy.
man, they are like every story that comes up about it, it's like she was with her wife, she was with her wife, she was with her wife. I'm like, yo, like they don't talk about men this much when they marry, but they're
Nah.
trying to make sure hey, she gay, right? You know?
Yeah. Because that's the reason why he shot her. Because you know she gay. I mean, real talk.
Well,
Like I've never been a policeman.
she's been radicalized.
Yeah.
That's what some people are saying. She was radicalized, and I don't know. I don't know anything about the facts. I'll be honest. I just tuned it out. Like the shit happened, and I'm just like, all right, it's not gonna be the first person that gets killed by these people.
No.
I mean, it wasn't the first person, and it won't be the last. Like,
No.
and now they're getting more brazen. And they're gonna keep getting more and more brazen about it.
I mean, it's wild, man. All of it's wild. And my thing is he shot 3 times because the first one clearly wasn't enough. As she was driving away, like
I
really.
mean, look, I'll be honest, man. I know a lot of people probably don't feel the way I feel about this, but like my biggest fear now is like somebody's gonna just shoot one of these ICE officers, and then this. I mean, because as soon as somebody
It's
just
gonna happen.
as soon as somebody just straight up, hey, fuck this shit, and kills one of
Well,
them, and
the dude in
it gets caught,
DC.
it gets caught on like footage and everything.
Yeah, the dude in DC who killed those 2 guys. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I'm talking about like how we saw Renee get killed.
yeah.
Like as soon as
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
captures it on film, as soon as somebody captures it on film, somebody killing one of these ICE people like that, man,
It's on.
it's full fledged. It's the fucking movie Civil War, man. Like
Yeah.
it's literally right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
That movie was wild, bro. That movie was wild.
It was wild. It wasn't a good movie. I don't think it was a very good movie. But the weird part about it was like how close to a reality that kind of could be. Like it is as far fetched as some of the things in the movie were. There's some things where it's like, oh no, I could kind of see that.
Well, which part do you think was far fetched?
Well, certain states like aligning with each other, like with Florida and
I think the state alignment was interesting.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The state alignment, I'm just like, I don't know about that. Like,
but I mean, the whole at the end of it when they got to Washington, I mean, I that's how I would expect that to look like.
yeah. Once again, like I said, there's some parts about that movie that I was just like, nah, I can't see it. And there were some parts I was just like, nah, I kind of see that.
Yeah. So Boca Cowboys, like, well, what's wild is going to be when local and state cops refuse to work with them. Well, that's kind of interesting.
That's kind of already happened. We've seen certain clips of like police officers and security guards being like, hey, you can't come in here, you can't do this.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of happened, but
not on the level.
It hasn't reached the breaking point yet. It hasn't reached the breaking point yet.
I mean, because Minnesota's pretty much like that. Portland, Oregon is pretty much like that. And it's just, yeah, man, all of it's crazy, and hey, man,
I kind of don't like the way you just phrased that, like all of it's crazy, because honestly, none of it's crazy. It's all very predictable.
Well,
I think when somebody describes something that's crazy, it means like, oh man, I never would see that coming. It's like, nah, everything that's happened in 2025 and what started in 2026 has been amazingly predictable.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's crazy because, like,
I mean, I know that's not how you were using it, but I'm just
yeah,
saying, like, at the end of the day, like, I think we kind of need to realize that none of it's been crazy. It's all been pretty
I think.
on script.
Well, and I guess when I use the term "crazy," like, there is still a part of me, even though that's what he said that he was gonna do. There's a part of me that's still shocked that he actually pulled the trigger on it. Like,
Once
I'm
again,
not
that's
saying I'm
like
not saying I
insanity.
didn't think he wouldn't. I'm just kind of like, I think part of me was like, really? You think you do that? Like, the majority of me is like, yeah, I'm about to do that. But then I guess the part of me that's like the true realist is like, damn, he really did that shit. Like, he really did that shit. Like,
That kind of
so
feels, it kind of feels delusional. Like you were like, "Hey, I know this is what I saw, but I
yeah.
still didn't believe it was true."
I mean, just because like politicians aren't exactly the best truth tellers ever. And for the most part, man, you can say what you want. And for the most part, is not the way he's kind of done a lot of stuff he said he was gonna do. And I think a lot of it was a lot of Americans just were shocked that he pulled the trigger on it. Because you hear a whole bunch of shit happening. We've been hearing shit for decades from leaders. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then nothing really gets done. And that's why a lot of people don't necessarily trust politics or like politics. Now, this motherfucker actually got up here and he did it. So it's like, because it's like when you hear a fart joke. Like, you're a grown ass adult, but even internally, you might laugh at that shit a little bit if you don't do it externally. That's kind of like this shit. Yeah, man, we know this motherfucker is whatever. Damn, he really did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like we almost gotta believe politicians now, and I really can't believe I just said that.
I mean, I I think I said it up here before. Like Trump doesn't lie about what he's going to do. Most of his lies are about what's happened.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't necessarily lie about what he wants to do. He lies about what's actually happening.
that dude changed. He's a history changer for real.
Well, I mean, he's not the first nor the last person in
To
this
lie.
society that will be whitewashing history.
Yeah, and Mo Campbell said breaking things isn't the same as building things. Very true. And I mean, yeah, like, excuse me. It's funny, right? Because it's funny because this dude is basically he's a ball of ego. The reason, I mean, one of the big reasons why, like the whole ICE thing, well, he wants to break the record of what Obama did because a lot of people forget Obama deported the most illegal, um, illegal people in the country out. He's done the most, and so Trump's trying to be like, it's like, hey man, I
You think
scored the
that's
most
his
points.
you think that's his motivation though?
I think that's part of it.
Or do
But
you think that the people who are telling him what to do have convinced him that that's a good motivation? Because I honestly feel like the ICE and all of the immigration stuff, I feel like this is all smokescreen because while we're focused on and outraged on the ICE stuff, all these real life policies that are really fucking up the wage gap and
yeah,
all this other stuff and making people that are paying for him even more rich, we don't spend nearly the energy on trying to stop these things because I mean, look at ICE. They're doing all like it's like I'm doing all of this evil shit because I know this is going to distract you from the real shit that I'm
the real
doing.
evil shit. Yeah. I mean, no, I completely agree. Like, and that, I guess for me, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, even though, like, like boxing, he's not hitting you with upcuts, he's hitting you with jabs. He's hitting you with jabs in your chest. He's hitting you with jabs on your ribs. He's kind of tagging you in the face a little bit. So when round 8 comes around, when your ass been swinging and shit all day, and then you realize you can't breathe because he been tagging up them motherfucking ribs, or they've been tagging up that chest, and then next thing you know, he's gonna go for the knockout punch, and your ass on the ground, and that's kind of what he's doing, and so yeah, man, and I don't think it's going as quick as he wanted it to as well. I think some things are
What
falling in place.
quick as
Huh?
far as what?
Well, clearly he understands he has a time limit, or he could potentially have a time limit. Once again, and right now, his potential time limit will be found out on, election day in November, which is a long way from here. But
I
a
mean,
lot of
do you still really have this actual hope that if the Democrats have this big blue wave, that something's going to happen with him?
I think that what's happening is it's not really just that. I think what's happening is he's starting to lose some power in his base, who keeps him afloat. And I'm not saying it's like it's not it's not even a big wave right now. It's just ripples. And I think that I kind of hope that what happens is the ripples will get slowly bigger throughout the year, and then it's just going to crash on election day, because when it's all said and done, is like, he's got. I mean, they're about to, like I was saying earlier, they're about to vote to bring back the Obama subsidies, because the Republicans understand that they have no chance of winning if that doesn't come back. None. Because all the other, you can lower the price of gas all you want, but insurance high as a motherfucker for those who don't have it. So, yeah, you might save that 50 cents on gas, but you're turning around and pay another $20 in insurance. So it's not balancing out. But yeah, back to your earlier question. Yes, I think for him, I think part of it is an ego thing. I mean, he's been.
Well, you
I
said
think,
the majority. I can see part of it, and I can see part of it because that I get
and that's
that.
his biggest weakness, really. That's really his biggest weakness, because like the whole Kennedy Center thing, that shit's not gonna fly. I mean, because it's not in law yet. Yeah, it may be up there, but technically it's graffiti until they pass a law stating that, that's cool. And that's the thing, right? He's doing a whole bunch of shit. But Congress, because he has Congress in his back pocket, is just like, do what you want. But the problem is that because none of this shit's in law, it's just going to be a huge cleanup process if it doesn't get pushed. Now, if he doesn't lose power in Congress, the majority of shit will get turned to law without question. Now, the question that you're probably thinking is, well, why haven't they done that now? Honestly, I don't think they have the votes for a lot of this shit. So they're and once again, the shit on the Kennedy shit, that's just small fry shit. Right now, they're focusing on trying to take over countries.
All right.
And trying to
Can you entertain me for like maybe 90 seconds for me to give you a probably horrible like analogy of what's happened with the Republican Party?
Sure.
All right. And it's okay if you want to poke holes in it, and understand that I also am not caught up on the show that I'm going to compare this to. So, if you know about what happened later on in the show, you be like, hey, forgive me. I didn't see it anymore.
Okay.
So the Republican Party built up Donald Trump almost the same way as Homelander. It was like, hey, we're gonna give this person power because hey, we can do really good with him. We can create it. He's got all these powers. and that was great. And now you're like he's starting to lose some of his base. Well, I mean, just like in the show, he kind of, people start to see that Homelander is like kind of a dick, and now he's kind of scary. Well, the problem with that is like, cool, you're losing some of your base, MAGA, maybe losing some of their dedicated base members, but the problem is now you have a different problem. It's not that he doesn't have he has the same amount of support, but now even if you don't support him, you scare the shit of him now because you also know this motherfucker can destroy you without really trying.
Yeah.
So when you're like he's starting to lose some of his base, the midterm, that's kind of how I look at the midterms. It's like, all right, cool. Well, maybe we could collectively see that the Republican Party has kind of done us wrong. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker's still Homelander, and we've kind of created a monster that, I mean, look, I always say it doesn't, I'm not advocating for it, but like, bro, it's kind of like till death do us part at this point with this dude now, man. Like,
Oh yeah. No, I completely and your analogy is true, and the reason why your analogy is true is because literally the show, the fun, it's like life imitates art, right? Because remember, they fucking filmed this shit like
oh
the
yeah, long
last
time ago.
season, like a
And
year or two ago.
and a lot of the dominant storyline was derived from the actual comic book. So
Correct, but also there's a point where the comic book ends, so they have to
Yeah.
come up with their own stuff. And I think the creepiest thing about The Boys, which is the show that we're talking about, I think the creepiest thing is the parallels are creepy because it's like, hey man, we're doing this. What's the worst shit that can happen? And in some ways, some of this shit, some of the worst shit that can happen. And that once again, even though it came out last year, once again, there's still parallels. Even though they filmed it a year and a half
like I
before.
said, I just wanted to know, did my Homelander
No, it's
analogy
perfect.
did land?
It did land because once again, the other thing is, Homelander is also being controlled by Sister Sledge or whatever, Sister Sage. So like, yeah, man, it's and that's why that show is fucking brilliant. Because like, except for the flying goats episode, which had nothing to do with nothing.
Hey, you an episode? Look, I stopped watching seasons ago. Like,
No, it was like last season.
once again, I stopped watching.
You need to catch back up because the new season's coming out this year. The last season coming out this year. But yeah, man, you gotta have a throwaway episode here and there. But no, I mean, no, I think it's very good. And that's the scary part about it.
So forgive me for having my pessimistic view about the midterms. Like, look, I do want people to get out. I do hope that we can get a kind of a blue wave, which whatever that actually means. But like, I just don't. I hope that on November 10th, say whatever, and let's say there's this big
After the fact.
shift. Yeah, let's say there's this big shift in the House and in Congress. Like, I hope we don't go, oh, cool, we did it. We defeated him, because it's like, nah.
We're not even close. Because really, all you're trying to do right now is you're trying to contain and start the rebuilding process of what has been broken. Because that's really what you're trying to do. Because honestly, that is the only reason for the Democrats wanting to take over realistically, only need to take over one. But how crazy if they take over both? Because literally, they will have just as much or more power than the president. And it's just, because what happens is everything he kind of tries to do can almost come to a standstill to a point. And then they can literally start fixing some of this shit that he broke. Not
I
all
mean,
of it, because
I
you
mean,
can't, because he's still there.
all right. So essentially, like Donald Trump is like the whole MAGA movement, and Donald Trump is kind of like HIV in the mid '90s, man. It's like
Yeah.
we're not gonna cure it.
Nope.
All we can do is give you a whole bunch of medicine that might extend you out in life. You know, we just
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And Magic Johnson's still alive, so clearly some shit works. And that's a conversation for a whole nother time. I got theories on that shit.
money, man.
I mean, yeah. So
Money, and the nigga's name is Magic. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We literally call the dude Magic. Like at some point in time, maybe the shit just became real.
Alakazam. I mean, yeah. I will say, we'll talk about. I'll mention this very briefly. Then we'll move on. Yo, man, that shit fucked up his game royally. Because I mean, because basically he got it. Somehow Cookie didn't get it. And it's just like, I mean, that almost guaranteed your ass was stepping out. Like, and it's just like, well, shit, for the rest of your life, you got to have sex with your wife with a condom. Like, wow. No more raw dogging up in that shit. Like, that's over.
I mean, so you mean to tell me that you got to have sex with your wife with a condom and you make more money than humanly possible after the fact is a punishment? Hey, man, I know a lot of people that would sign up for that, dog. Just saying, a lot of people would sign up for that.
I mean, hey, man, the one thing you do know, man, is a dude is probably constantly packing. And that's just, some people might not like that statement, but I mean, if there was ever a commercial for any type of condom and he's not on it, y'all fucking up. Hey, I had to get this lifestyles because the one time I didn't use that shit, now I got to use that shit forever, baby. Don't be me. Don't be me.
Once again, I don't know if that's a good commercial either, but like,
I mean, it had to be good. It just has to be effective. I mean, just say no, that motherfucker. Like, that's so. Enough of that talk right now. Let's get into what we really came here to do today. So, in honor of all those verses things that they had, that I think they've kind of stopped doing because people leave the house and shit now.
hey, can I give an unpopular opinion? I hated those things. Okay, pause. That's not the correct thing. I shouldn't say hate, because hate is a really strong word.
Yes.
I never got hype about those. It was just like, what are we doing? Like, I got Spotify myself, bro. I can listen. I can listen to these tracks by two different artists myself.
I've never watched
like who won the verses. Like, how the fuck do you win? These songs have already been made. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these songs have already been made. Unless they was up here doing new material on these verses, like, what are we doing?
I mean, I've never seen one. I've done nothing but heard about it. And, some were good from what I hear and some were awful.
I'll tell you what most of them did for me, because I wasn't really tuning into them, but my wife tuned into a lot of them, so I, defect.
Not shocked.
But like a lot of them was just like reminders, like, oh shit, you really did have a lot of tracks, because
yeah,
inevitably, no matter how much you feel like you remember how many tracks somebody had, there's always, oh shit, man, I ain't heard that in so long. There were tracks people be playing, I'd be like, damn, I forgot that was even you. Like,
I forgot that was even you.
And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just like, yo, like, that's
hilarious.
Like, okay,
you did that shit.
I'll tell you what, like when Monica and Brandy did theirs, I'm actually a fan of like Brandy tracks. Like, I have been. I think she's got some really dope material. Monica is what surprised me because I was like, man, Monica ain't really got that many songs. And then as she was playing, I'm like, damn, she really did have a lot of songs that were considered hits. I mean, even if I didn't necessarily like them, I'd be like,
Yeah,
yeah, that shit was big. Damn, she did.
she did
Damn,
some
that
shit.
shit was big.
Yeah. So in the spirit of this, we're just gonna do this in conversation mode. And basically just we'll put two people together and who was better. Now, if you're out there listening live, feel free to write on the chat, who you think was better, that sort of thing. If you listen on the pod, I mean, thank you. So let's start with the first one. I think the first one is interesting because one clearly has a better longer discography than the other, but I really think when they first came out, they were going head to head anyway. And so let's start with the first one. Foxy Brown versus Lil Kim. What say you, Moby?
I'm all right. So I'm not a huge fan of either.
Okay.
Lil Kim never did anything for me, and I'm not talking about the visual or anything. I'm just saying like musically. I just never was really all that big in their stuff. And the caveat with Foxy Brown is if you talk about her entire career, then I would say not a huge fan of her. Now, at first, when she was actually like rapping with her deeper type voice, I thought her first album, the Ill Nana shit was dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. And then when I felt like she got pressured or felt the need to kind of shift and soften her voice and everything, I was like, you lost me. You just kind of lost me. But personal opinion, I'm always gonna lean Foxy Brown. Always.
I think
Now
Foxy Brown.
discography wise and everything, it's
That's
not
not. We
really
don't.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's not
fair
fair.
because
That's why. Yeah.
Fox Brown also had like something health wise where I can't remember what happened to her, but
Yeah.
there's reasons too. So it's like, yeah, so nah, just but yeah, like
So
if you're like, who do you want to listen to right now? Give me the early Foxy Brown, period.
yeah. So this is hard for me because you are correct, Moby. I'm not gonna say I didn't like either one because that's not true. I would say they were in the same category for me. I thought Foxy Brown chose her spots well. Like the songs that she did. Now, we can all sit here and agree that The Fern was a flop. So we're not going to include none of that shit. But, like the Touch Me, Tease Me with Case, Case and Mary J, that track was dope. Like, she was on really good tracks and she didn't fuck it up.
Hell, the track with Jay-Z, I'll Be Good. That was a dope
Yeah.
track, man.
Yeah, she didn't fuck it up. Like, and so for me, that's a big deal. Like, because if you coming in fucking shit up, like, what we doing? Like, so now Lil Kim came at you kind of from a different route, with the whole talking all sultry and sexy and stuff. My opinion, part of me don't think she wrote her own shit.
I mean, I don't think that's up for debate. We kind of know she didn't.
So I didn't know that, but
yeah, I
cool.
think that's not up for debate.
So, I mean, now her delivery was cool. Like, and honestly, I will give her credit for turning Shook Ones, the remix, into something worth listening to because I don't like Mobb Deep at all. However, I can listen to that track and not feel bad about it.
Both versions of that track are dope. Like you ain't got to be a fan of Mobb Deep, but that track's still dope, man. It just is what it is, man.
I mean, the whole when they changed it, the beat and everything, but because I can't honestly, I ain't fuck with Mobb Deep, man. It's just not. I'm not. There are two tracks that I actually feel like I can listen to, and they're both commercial tracks, which already lets you know where I'm at. So, like, I will give this to Foxy Brown as well because I felt like she chose good tracks and then she fucked shit up. Now, I think Lil Kim was okay. Here's my problem. And it's not. I don't blame necessarily her, but the whole Junior Mafia thing. When you the best rapper on Junior Mafia, yeah, man.
Well, I mean, pretty much, Biggie wrote the entire album for everybody. I
I,
think
I would,
he was writing
yeah,
everybody's part. So I
yeah.
mean,
But I mean,
that just is what it is, man.
yeah.
Like,
At least her delivery was dope. Like Lil Kim's got tight deliveries. I mean, even on that
look,
Ray J sorry ass track.
look, I don't have no problem with Lil
Yeah,
Kim. Like when I say I wasn't really a big fan, that doesn't mean like I don't see that she had value in hip hop. I was never like, oh man, I gotta go cop that Lil Kim. Like just
yeah. But
and
I will.
I always hated the Foxy Brown Lil Kim thing, and it's kind of what I've hated about female rap before. I've said it before. Like I hate that it's always marketed like there can only be one.
Yeah,
There can only be one, and I hate
and they were
that.
very different.
I mean, yeah, they were very different at first. Like I said, I think Foxy Brown kind of switched up towards the end, and
I
went
guess.
toward because Lil Kim I think was having a little bit more commercial success, so she.
Well, yeah. Foxy Brown wasn't really a commercial rapper.
But
But
I mean, yeah, I just like I'm curious. Who's your favorite female rapper? Like, if all right, let's do a female rapper Mount Trashmore. And I say Trashmore because I gotta keep all the trash out of our list. Let's keep all the because so what I mean we can't say no Sexy Red. We can't say none of the trash rappers. We gotta do an actual Mount Rushmore
first
of
of all,
female
motherfucker,
rappers.
if I ever said
Hey,
Sexy Red,
look, I know you might say Diamond because like you have a
why
little
would I
crush
do
on
that,
Diamond. You got a little crush on Diamond.
bitch? Your disrespect of me is becoming really annoying. How dare would you think I would do that? Just because she's kind of hot, that don't mean I'm gonna sit there and put her on the Mount Trap.
Yeah, so let's just give me a top five.
All right, so top five, no particular order. MC Light, without question. Rod Digger, probably one of the best kept secrets ever.
That Dirty Harriet album is
my god,
straight fire. It's straight fire.
Look, I'm gonna say this out loud, man.
It's the best non-Busta Rhymes flip mode thing to ever happen.
Man, look, man, I get it, man. I'm gonna say this. I ain't never said this live before. I think she made a bad move. I understand, man. She wanted to have kids and a family and shit, and she wanted to let her man get on. I don't know who her man is, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. And I mean, man, because Rod Digger could have took over some shit. That's all I'm saying. And she was in at least that, what was that 13 Ghost movie. She wasn't that bad in that joint. Like, I felt like she left too early because from what I understood, she wanted to have kids and stuff. I get that. I'm cool with that. But she also wanted her man to have his time to shine. And Mo B, you know who her man's name is?
I didn't even know that was a reason. I just whatever.
I don't know his name, his whack ass name either. Which tells me somebody made a wrong move there.
I mean, she's still married to him?
I don't even know.
I mean, because you could say made the wrong move, but they still married and doing the thing. They're like, hey man, like
she ain't doing the thing, man.
He the real winner.
She ain't doing the thing. She ain't doing the thing, man, because she should be doing the thing. So sorry about that. So MC Light, Rod Digger, bruh, I'm a huge Moni Love fan, man. Another chick who got slighted, man. Everybody talk about Queen Latifah. I want to put Queen Latifah in my top 5. I feel like I have to, but I really don't have to. And right now, she's like 5, 6, 7. But Moni Love, I feel like to this day, Moni Love didn't get the shine that she should have got shined on. Straight up. She did get shine, but she ain't, her potential, she never made it there because of shit. And I watched her Unsung or wherever the fuck it was, man. And I felt stronger after watching that. Shout out to Moni Love. I think she's in Atlanta on a radio station doing something. So, yeah. So that's 3. Fuck. No Sonya Blade. Fuck that. I didn't like her. Yo-Yo is also 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how I feel about the
Pioneer.
yo-yo.
Look, I feel like she's in the pioneer category, but just because you're in the
Yeah,
pioneer category, don't mean you
you don't
got to be.
deserve.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know I'm not trying to really. I don't feel Queen Latifah is in there, but I feel like she's forced to be in there.
I could understand if you feel like she needs to be in there, and I can also understand if you can be like, hey, she's in the top 5, but I'm not a huge fan because
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, the UNITY shit was funny. I mean, I'm not. What she say? The funniest line in there. What said, bitch? Like, who you talking to? Whatever she said.
Who you calling a hoe?
Yeah, who are you calling a bitch? Like, that's the funniest line in the whole track. I feel like I'm missing somebody like blatant.
You are, in my opinion. I feel like you're missing a couple people, but I get it. That's kind
I
of the
wasn't
point of
prepared
this
for this.
exercise.
I
That's
wasn't
kind of the
prepared
point
for
of this
this.
exercise.
And I'm gonna be mad because now I'm gonna pass it over to you, and you're gonna say it. I'm like, some bitch. That's right.
You are.
Like,
You are gonna be mad, and it's okay if we can make a collective top 5. I'll say some names, and we can make
yeah,
a collective.
So you go
So
ahead.
you say in no particular order, but I'll give an order for me because number 1 is the brat.
God damn it! I knew it.
And
But see, or somebody else I was thinking of too.
that's like my personal opinion. The brat, and then really close behind, and artist wise higher than the brat. But like when I just say rapper, Missy. But Missy's a collective artist.
I see Missy as an entertainer.
Once again, collective artist because she writes, she sings. But I mean, and look, she only.
I'm not mad at it though.
And look, maybe this is a little like extended family bias, and I get that she don't show up to the show on time or nothing. But like when Lauryn Hill rapped back in the day, Lauryn Hill was spitting. She was spitting. Like, I mean,
hey man, here it is, and this is the part where I'm on my own island with this one. She won't it for me. Like I did not.
It's okay.
I didn't say
bro.
I didn't like her. I would say I feel like the miseducation of Lauryn Hill was severely overblown. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I feel like it's severely overblown. Because I think what happened was at that time, there really wasn't a woman doing any real rapping, any real hip hop. And I think she filled the void. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying
she also was doing 2 things really well. She was rapping and singing.
Yeah, I just
really
think she was overrated.
well.
I think she was overrated.
Or
as a rapper, I think she was overrated. She falls in the entertainment category for me. But then again, she also truly only have what?
That's it.
Albums?
No, she only has 1.
Well, no, I mean I'm adding the Fuji shit too. Yeah. So like,
I mean, hey dog, she was spitting on the score, bro. On the score, she was spitting up there, bro. Like, you ain't got to be a fan of it, but hey, bro, she.
Look, really, man, she was only around for 2 years.
What I'll say, no, she was around longer. But what I'll say, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that album was so dope. But I get if you think it was overblown because it's also an audience thing. That album wasn't really for you.
It was not.
Once again, it wasn't really for me, but I thought it was dope. But like, if you had to put gun to my head and was like, hey, which album would you rather listen to? The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill or Wyclif's album that came out that same year, The Carnival, I'm gonna be like, hey,
banger.
Give me that Wyclif album, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I get it. The Lauryn Hill has more noticeable tracks and it got way more acclaim. The Wyclif album just felt really good. It just felt good.
But I agree with you. I think the situation with the Lauryn Hill album was not meant for the male species.
No, and it wasn't. But the thing is, I just can't take away from like because there's almost no track on that album that I don't actually love still. Like, even though I wasn't the target audience, I'm just like, shit was fire. Now, in the present moment, maybe about 6 months after it came out, I fucking hated it. Because like every girl that I was around was like listening to it on repeat to the point where I was just like, "Hey, bro, like I get it."
And I think oversaturation also. That's
Like,
what I really feel about it.
I know you better watch out. Like I get it. Some guys are only about, but like,
Yeah,
can we not
that
play the
thing.
song anymore?
Yeah, shit. Everybody's about that goddamn thing. Like, stop it. It ain't
But
just
yeah, so
dudes.
I would put Lauryn Hill, Missy, the Brat. I would definitely say MC Light. I don't feel like there's any. That's a definitive. Like I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
who. If MC Light ain't on your top 5 female MCs of all time, then I don't respect your list. Just period.
There ain't no
And
list without MC
yeah,
Light.
now I would probably. I feel the same about that you feel about Queen Latifah. Like and Yo, like I would even say like Salt and Pepper, like they're pioneers,
Yeah.
but I don't like, and I might get some flack because of the current state of affairs right now, but like Nicki Minaj can rap. Like I'm just saying, like even though like as the more music she makes, the less I feel like I'm listening to it because I'm just like it ain't. But like when she first, when just throw Nicki Minaj up there first rapping, I was just like, hey,
She had a
hey,
signature.
I
She
was
had a
like,
really
hey,
good signature.
like
Yeah.
she can rap.
And then
Like
she got mixed up with all the other bullshit. You know? I mean, I don't know.
like whatever her political views are and all the other
Man,
stuff,
who cares about that?
I don't care
Whatever.
about that. Now, you don't agree. Now, I would say there's a lot of people that are flirting with getting in this list because, look, man, Cardi B can rap. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Cardi B can rap. Like I just
Oh, Cardi
there's
B's
just
good.
no getting around it. Cardi B can. Megan Thee Stallion can rap. Like Megan Thee Stallion can rap.
I think Megan Thee Stallion is missing one severely super hot track. I think she's got a couple of really good tracks. It's some I would say hot tracks, but like shit to blow her up. She is missing that one to at least think about her in the top 5. I think she's top 10 out of default, but I think that she is missing a track to she doesn't have a complete crossover track yet. She's almost there.
I don't know, man. Why
She's got a couple crossover songs, but I don't think she's got a like legit winning crossover track yet. Not yet, but I think she's on her way there. You know,
I mean, yeah.
So.
Now, look, I'm well aware that there are other female rappers that are kind of more current that are also, doing good things, and especially if you're a female rapper that ain't necessarily selling sexuality, it's hard for you to get mainstream success. That's just what it is. But yeah, I was just talking about like so far. I'm not saying this list could be fluid, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna
this is
be
very fluid.
Yeah, somebody might be like, "What about Doechii?" And I'll be like, she's brand new to me. Like she just is."
Yeah, they need to put some more. They need more tracks in time. Then we can revisit this with that. But yeah, and some people will be like Roxanne Shante, pioneer. Once again, she doesn't have a discography.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a discography, and I understand why. And she was actually way above her time because she rapped like guys rap, and she was killing guys. She was a battle rapper. She wasn't a CD rapper, and that's different. But she is well respected in the community. But I can't put her on my top 5. So awesome. So I think the winner of that one was Foxy Brown. So there's that. All right. So the next one. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it. Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Parliament Funkadelic. Ooh. This was hard, man. This is hard. This is a main event right here.
All right. I'm gonna say this is gonna be hard based on your generation. You are probably more in the Funkadelic generation than me. Where I respect it,
I mean, I was 7. So
Once again, you still are more in it than me. And what I mean about that is if you were old enough where when it was hot, you remember. When it was hot, I wasn't here. So like a lot of it is like history for me. And when I go back and listen to some of the Funkadelic music historically, it doesn't do it for me because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of different when you're there. But Earth, Wind, and Fire has a lot of tracks that are just forever. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like they're just
Correct.
forever. So for me, that's not as hard as that's an easy one for me because it's like it's Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't even have to bat an eye. Also, like it was my mom's favorite group. So growing up in my grandma's house, those are the only records that I heard for a while.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not hard for me at all. But I can
WWF,
completely
baby.
understand. I completely understand if somebody's like, "Ooh, that's a difficult one for me." It just ain't for me.
So here's the thing, and my age does have something to do with it. I'll say that. But I would say I would agree it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the reason why I would say that is because this is how I feel. And this is gonna sound really bad, but this is how I feel. I thought it was dope that in the 90s, hip hop reached out to George Clinton for some music and stuff like that. Kind of brought Parliament Funkadelic back on the map. However, I feel like they did not do it as well as they should have.
I don't know,
because
man. Some one of my favorite Outkast tracks has George Clinton up there.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And he has one of the dopest lines, man.
But I also feel like it might for people it might have been respect of we don't want to mess up what Parliament Funkadelic had. But yo, man, Bop Gun was fucking terrible. Like that Ice Cube track, Bop Gun was not good. Like I think it was executed not well.
Hey, look, man, when I think of George Clinton, I always think of their mainline tracks, but then just the track with Outkast when he says, "She lap dance on my laptop while my laptop's on my lap."
Yeah.
Digital good time. I'm just like, hey,
Yeah.
And for that alone, I'm just like, I get why people are like, yo, Funkadelic just felt good, baby. It just felt good.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that Earth, Wind, and Fire I feel like they had like staying power.
Well, discography wise, it's not close to.
It's not.
And then, but like I said, that's why I said like Earth, Wind, and Fire has songs that are just forever. Where I feel like Funkadelic, a lot of it was like, if you were there, you get it.
Well,
if you weren't there, it's like, all right, this was kind of a cool song.
Yeah, and plus the other thing was a lot of people, and I'll say this too, then we can move on. That time of music was weird for a lot of people who are alive because Parliament Funkadelic. What?
I said drugs.
Yeah, yeah. But that's legit. That's really what it was. Because Parliament Funkadelic, the Temptations, they all fell into that stuff because people can sit here and say what they want. Cloud 9 is a dope track, but it's literally talking about weed and being high. Like the whole thing is about weed. Yeah, I told my mom that, bro. I was like, me and my mom were talking about it because it came on. Because usually when I have my parents in the car, I put on like the Motown best hits on my Spotify because they're not going to want to listen to the shit I listen to. But I know they listen to Motown. They love Motown. So, and the Cloud 9 track came on, and mom was like kind of singing. And I was like, Mom, you know that whole song's about weed, right? And getting high. She was like, what? I was like, listen to the words, Mom. Like, literally.
Hey, baby, it felt good. You know what I'm saying? The whole discography of Funkadelic is like, hey, did it feel good? Yeah.
Exactly. And that's, and it's brilliant, right? Because once again, they talked about drugs, but they talked about it so much that if I was old enough, I probably would have wanted to smoke some weed too. You know,
I don't
like
think that's all they was talking about doing.
no,
I'm just saying, like the high that they are describing, never was achieved by weed, baby. Never.
hey man, but that's called rich black people, because poor black people they just getting weed. So awesome, another Earth, Wind, and Fire wins that one. So the next one I want to go to, which do you feel like is the best love song? All right, is it Boys to Men?
Hold on. You mean let's not say best. Let's just say better between the two.
Okay, better between the two.
Better between the two.
Better between the two. Is it Boys to Men, End of the Road, or is it Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love Again, the acapella?
You see,
track.
When you say love song, you mean like best heartbreak song or best sad song? Like, because I wouldn't describe, like, we're talking about love, but we ain't talking about the best parts of it.
They're considered love songs, man. I didn't make it.
It is talking about love, but we ain't talking about the best part of love. We ain't talking about the happy part of love. We talking about the hurt part of love.
I mean, love is love, man. Whether you're hurting or you're happy.
I mean, look, man. This is another one where I'm just like, if you was there, you might feel different. Because what I'm saying is like, all right, let's say I play both songs for my daughters. That'll be my game. I play both songs for my daughters.
Yeah.
They've probably heard both of them. Well, I know they're old, so they've definitely heard both of them. But the song that they've heard the most in other places and stuff too,
it's probably End of the Road. Yeah.
And like just sonically listening to it, they'll be like, hey, the End of the Road is actually just a really well put together song musically when you talk about instrumentation, everything.
Correct.
But I would look at my kids and be like, bitch, I was there. That shot, If I Ever Fall in Love acapella version hits different.
Hard.
It just hits different if you was there.
I mean,
so it's almost like the same argument I use for why Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I understand if you say Funkadelic. I'm going to say Shy because I was there, but I completely understand if somebody was like, nah, man, End of the Road is like better song. But I'm like, look, I was there, bro. I sang it in a talent show. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there. People hitting the high notes that had no business hitting the high notes. Like I was there.
Especially the part where he says, "My friend."
That's what I'm saying. Look, that was my part. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I hit that shit, bro. Look, this is pre-puberty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, my nuts ain't fully dropped yet. I still got this.
I don't have a really deep voice now, but like, look, I can't hit that note. But like before, when I was a natural soprano, oh yeah, that shit was easy work. Easy work. But
yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna say I was there. So yeah, I know.
And see, that's why I did make the distinction, because the If I Ever Fall in Love with instruments in the background is good, but it's not that good in comparison, because with acapella stuff,
but I feel like it's more fair to compare them, because at least now you have the music and everything involved with it. But like, yeah, it just that If I Ever Fall in Love, man, it just hit different, man. Like them DC dudes did it, man. Like shout out to Howard, you know what I'm saying? Them guys did it.
I mean, and like honestly, if you, like you said, you sung it in a talent show. If you were with dudes who can sing and you couldn't sing that you couldn't sing.
That was the go-to. That was the go-to.
You can't sing if you can't sing that.
Like,
so like
back in the mid to early 90s, there was like a couple go-to songs in a talent show. Like if you was a female, you was trying to sing some Whitney Houston song that you ain't had no business trying to sing. And if you was a dude that was in a group, you was singing Shy. Like that's what happened. I was there. So like the correct answer is Shy. But I understand if you weren't there, you might get this one wrong.
So I was there for both of them. And it's funny, right? When you first hear End of the Road and you listen to everything, more or less, honestly, I think you listen to the song, but then you see the video. There's some live shit going on in that video, because that video is not about ending, that video is about starting something new. And the song is about, yeah, we about to break up on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I'm going with Shy too.
It's also associated with like funerals and shit too. Like,
which I never understood, man.
I
like,
get it.
I don't want that at my fucking funeral.
Look, man, the lyrics, I get.
Man, fuck that. I ain't never heard that shit at a funeral. And I better never hear that shit at a funeral. I might walk the fuck out because that's a goddamn love song, man. It's not a whole, hey, man, you going to heaven type. Nah, bro. I might come back and be like, did you play this shit for me? Play something else. But cool. All right.
Like I said, man, the correct answer is Shy. But like, I get it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you weren't there, you might not understand.
And if you're under the age of 30, listen to these tracks for real. Like, you'll understand.
Well, even if you listen
bit.
See, here's the thing. I'm push back on that because I feel like if you're under the age of 30 and you listen to both of the tracks, you might feel like, no, Boyz II Men End of the Road, better track. And I'm just gonna tell you, like, I was there. It was the more commercial track. But like, if you was like an R&B music lover, like, it was like, nah. When this song came, matter of fact, it's the Black Man Challenge. Go to any 35 and up dudes and play that song in a barbershop and watch how all the dudes in there just be like, yeah. And watch them, like, they might not be singing it, but they like, yeah, this is that track. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they gonna look at each other and be like, hey, it's remember, it's the Seal. It's when Kiss My Rose on the Grave plays in the car when you with dudes. Like, you look at each other and you go, I mean, we can change it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can change it if you want to. And then the other dude's like, no, I'm cool. If you want to listen to it, you listen to it. Dude in the back's like, I mean, if y'all want to listen to it, I mean, it's all right, track. And then, like, you get to the end of it, all the niggas are saying it.
You're not wrong.
Like
you are not wrong.
A more universally sung song by black dudes that can't sing. Here's a better one. Shy If I Ever Fall in Love or Drew Hill Beauty. Because both of them songs come on and niggas that can't sing feel like they can sing.
I mean, yeah. And they think they good too. And they fucking horrible.
Hey, look, man. Like, I'm gonna let you know right now. Drew Hill Beauty comes on right now. I might start singing. And I'm not gonna be anywhere close to where I'm supposed to be singing that song. But in my head, I'm like, fuck you. I feel this. I was here. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, I feel this. All right. So, question. We're gonna agree on some of this. I already know we are. It's just what it is. I think we're gonna disagree on the song. But I think similar names will pop up to who we feel deserves to be in this category. And so it is basically, what is like the song that you think has the most begging on it? Now, I'll start because I had to start the rest of it.
I don't really be thinking about begging like that. Like,
so there are a lot of people who I thought about, you know. But when I say the song that I have, you're going to be like, you know, I can see that. And I don't think there are any wrong answers here. So I'll give you first my top three of.
You got a top three of begging songs?
Of people begging. So, like, first of all, anything that Keith Sweat does, that nigga begging. He just beg. That's all he does. He don't do nothing. But none of his songs are they're at bigger levels, but not to the level of what I'm talking about. Now, Jodeci, them some begging motherfuckers too. Oh my God. Jesus. They beg. They beg and beg. I mean, first of all, can I ask a question about Jodeci? The fuck does Mr. Dalvin do? Nothing?
Hey, bro, don't disrespect him. He in the group, bro. But he in the group. You know what I'm saying? He in the group
because they needed four.
Hey, nigga, was like, you in the group? All right.
All right. Now, this is hard because, like, bro, he almost won. And then I remember another song. Motherfucking Tyrese and Sweet Lady. Oh my God.
Hey,
That
bro.
dude begged
Here's the thing, bro. I
upon
was
begging.
there. I was there. I was there, bro. That song did things to people, bro. That song could get you back in, bro.
Oh, KB Yako said Diamond was there for his abs. Sure. The motherfucker didn't do nothing.
Hey, bro, your hating ass needs to be quiet. That nigga was in the group, bro. He got a check.
I mean,
But hopefully he got a check. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his finances like that. I'm hoping he got a check.
So, yeah, man. Sweet Lady, would you be mine? What the fuck, man? Like this, every line he's begging about something. And
Hey, bro,
I didn't realize
that's on fire though, bro. Like
it is fire. I'm not saying it's not fire. And I didn't realize his whole first album was nothing but fucking begging. Like his whole first album.
And look, I'm gonna say this because I know I'm older, and a lot of people might not have really been in tune with that album. That wasn't even the best song in that album.
No, it was
The
not.
Sweet Lady. The Lately song was the song.
Yes.
That song,
it wasn't the most commercial though.
No, but
Sweet
that
Lady
song,
was the commercial. But Lately,
in my opinion, just my humble opinion, Tyrese ain't never done nothing better than Lately. That was it.
Yeah.
And I saw this nigga in a concert where I was at a concert that was just for him. It was a whole bunch of artists there. And me and the person I was with at the time, we were like, yo, I hope he sings Lately. He didn't. And I was like, that's the first time I hated on a nigga for no goddamn reason. Cause I'm like, how the fuck you not gonna sing the one song I really want you to sing?
He didn't sing Lately?
No. He sang Sweet Lady though. But there was no Lately. I was
well,
highly
I think that probably
Tyrese,
takes him to
if
a
you
place
ever
too.
stumble onto this podcast, I'm not dissing you, bro. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying I was disappointed that night. All right. I was disappointed.
Wow, that's hilarious. Let's give another reason for us to be mad at Tyrese.
I'm just saying it was Jam Fest. I can tell you what concert it was. It was Jam Fest. I saw a lot of artists that night, and I was happy overall with the concert and his performance. But I was just like, bro, you can't give me Lately. You can't give me the first verse of it or something like. And selfishly, I wanted it because like the person I was with, like she really wanted that song, and I'm like, if he sings that song and she's feeling the song. I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, you know. We ain't gonna bring up old stuff like I just did.
So, my number one begging song, once again, archives, man. Not like deep archives, but just archives of songs, man. Blackstreet, Before I Let You Go. Look, man, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Can I get a kiss? Good. This nigga did all this for a kiss, dog. Like, he didn't say be with me. He didn't say marry me. He didn't say don't leave. Look, before I let you go,
can I get a kiss?
Can I get a kiss?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, before I let before I let you go, can I get a kiss? Get a kiss, good night, baby. Before I let you go, can I get this motherfucker kept asking for kisses. I mean, God bless, man. I hope you gave the man a kiss.
The South Park episode, motherfucking Butters was holding out chicks for kisses.
Oh man, that shit was so great. Oh man, that episode when he called Whitney a hoe, and you gonna make some good money out there. You know, I was weak.
Nah, I'm saying.
But yeah, man. And here's a hot. And my biggest thing is, all right, man. Blackstreet, awesome. Chauncey didn't lead sing that song. You know who did? I don't know. I don't know the dude's name. I could look it up, I guess, but it won't Chauncey. It was the other dude who don't do shit.
Why do I feel like every time I hear that song, I feel like Dave Hollister was saying? Like, I don't know why.
Right? I know. Like, oh, because Dave Hollister wrote it.
Okay. Makes sense.
That does make sense. But yeah, I did look around, man. But yeah,
I mean, just
it's,
off the top of my head, I feel like you've missed a couple begging classics. But look, yo list is not bad. It's hard for me to say "Sweet Lady" is a begging song, though. Yeah, I mean, I get it that it is, but it don't register that way to me.
I mean, that's fine. What go look at the words, man.
No. Once again, I fully
He's clearly
said
begging.
it was, but like it don't register that way.
So, and I would say honorable mention. I did have an honorable mention, but we don't need to go deep into it. Anything Babyface fucking song.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I mean, motherfucker said, "I'll pay your rent." What the fuck? I'll pay your car.
Hey, look, after
cook
Seven
your dinner
said,
too before you get home.
after Seven said, "I'll give you the sun, the moon, the
Yeah,
stars, and the
yeah,
mountains.
fuck yeah.
I'll give you the world and all that you wish for, and even more." How the fuck you gonna give somebody more than what they wish for?
Man, you fucking up for the rest of us.
Hey, bro, like this nigga was out here just being fraudulent on lyrics, man. Like, just
I like to call fraudulent on
this
that.
nigga was the Donald Trump of R&B music, man. This nigga was promising all types of shit he couldn't deliver.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. But that's yeah, Blackstreet. Before I let you go, man, that's that shit.
Hey, look, man, like the easy classic is like what the Lenny Williams, "Cause I Love You." Like, he kind of begging.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, you said kind of begging.
No, he begging. But here's another. This is clearly begging. Tank, "Please Don't Go." He sang the whole song in that high falsetto. "Please don't go." Like, look.
God damn it, man.
I'm just saying,
there's a lot wrong with Tank, man.
Once again, you know that song is just, hey, please don't go. Straight up.
Yeah. That's he be begging on that shit.
All right, this is not an individual artist, but I just remember the music video and everything. Immature, "Baby Please Don't Go." Man, that motherfucker was whining.
They were kids.
Bro, it don't matter. Begging is begging, nigga. Like, this nigga was, "Please don't go away. Stay right by my." Bro, that song was sad. Like, I remember being a kid looking at these teenagers be upset about this chick dying in the music video, and I'm just like, man, did you get the hit first? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope
you get the hit first.
Like, I hope there's a reason you begging like this.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, there are a lot of songs that I went through as well.
There's a lot of begging songs, but I don't ever think about begging. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just never registers like as a reason for me to listen to a song.
Like High Five, man. Never Should Let You Go. Oh my God.
First of all, I'm glad you brought that song up because that song is amazing.
That
is some serious ass begging.
Yes,
and it's not really begging. That is like, all right. No. We here now, bro. We here now. So
if you come back, girl, I will promise that you will see a change in my way. This motherfucker changed himself for her. If you come back.
No, here's the thing, Ruben. Like, if you listen to how he sings that song and the lyrics in that song, the brilliant part about that song is that I challenge any guy to actually think about their life holistically. There's at least one girl in your life you feel that way about.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without question.
That's the magic of that song. It's like, hey, it don't when that song's playing, there's a name in your head when that song's playing. And you bury it deep down. You don't let nobody know about it. But like, if you was just sitting in your room by yourself and that song came on, you'd be like, yeah, I did kind of fuck that one up.
That's very true, sir. That's very true.
Everybody got one. It's just like,
got one.
Yeah. You live and you learn, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I zigged when I should have zagged on that shit.
Like, yeah. And look, it is for your own reason. It might be because, hey, she was a good chick. It might be because, hey, you found out you really loved her. It might be because, like, hey, that ugly duckling syndrome thing happened where you saw her a couple years later and you was like, damn, I passed that up? Shit. Damn it. So whatever your reason is your reason, but that's the magic of that song. It came on and it was just like, Yeah, I know somebody that fits.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that one a begging song either. That's a self-reflection song. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn. I want shit song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
damn.
true.
Oh, yo, that's exactly. That song is literally the equivalent. Like, I want shit.
You make one mistake in your life, it's the one that you always got to pay for.
Yeah, but the way he was talking in that song, it didn't sound like he made one mistake. It sounded like he made a collection of mistakes towards the same individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've been there.
Yeah. Everybody has. Because if you haven't, it's like, what? Cool. All right. What's on your mind, T? What's on your mind, Moby?
Hey, look, man, I don't ever want to do a list about begging songs again, bro. So
We
we
won't.
need to, yeah, we need to not do this because I'm surprised you did this. Is as much as you like to be optimistic and positive, I guess you can mask the whole begging thing with like it's funny that motherfuckers be begging.
Damn. Why's it got to be all that?
I mean,
Or
look,
maybe,
man,
hey,
look,
man,
we have all made a Keith Sweat joke about this whining ass nigga. Like, don't do that.
because he does it so much.
Hell, when I got out of a relationship, we did a whole exercise about songs about this person, and we were just singing. We were just making finding all the whole depressed "Can You Get Back In" song. So it was like 6 Babyface tracks. But yeah, man, like so the versus thing that you did kind of did have me thinking. So what's on my mind is like, why are we so opposed to celebrating greatness without calling out somebody for being lesser than? And I feel like that's what we do in almost every facet. Like, the easy one to point out is like LeBron James. There's so many people that's just like, man, he ain't shit compared to Jordan. It's just like, but why do we have to compare him?
Yeah.
Can we just say he's been fucking awesome? It's okay if you're like he'll never be as good as Jordan. Cool. Does that mean he wasn't great? And it feels like this
Yeah.
is a recent phenomenon. It feels like this is like post 2000. Like, because I don't remember people trashing Larry Bird to talk about how good Magic Johnson was, or vice versa. I don't remember anybody being like, Larry Bird sucks because Magic Johnson's great. It just didn't happen. But
Yeah.
now it's like the only way we can celebrate somebody's greatness is to talk about how terrible everybody else is. And I hope this bitch ass generation that is pushing this narrative, I hope they eat a bag of dicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope eventually we can just be like, hey, that dude's great. Period. Not I tell my daughter all the time, man, thief is the comparison. I messed up the quote. But I tell Kira all the time, I'm like, comparison is the thief of joy. And I'm just like, yo, we don't have to always compare two things to be happy with something. Like, if something's great, let it just be great. And that's what's on my mind, man. Let's just celebrate greatness and not feel the constant need to bash something. Ruben.
Wow. Damn.
I'm just saying you're the most predominant hater on this podcast currently. So
I mean, but damn, you had to. He suck.
But yeah, man, that's it.
All right. Thanks. Question mark. Before we get into mine, KB Yako did put up here. Didn't think it's begging, but Aisha by HBC popped in the head. Now, I don't think Aisha is begging. I think it's more about competition.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't classify that as a begging song. I will say
No.
that now that I just read that, now I can't get that fucking song out my head.
Aisha is the girl that never, but I want to get to know you better. Yeah. Between that and the playground, man, ABC had nothing else. Because that Spider-Man track sucked.
I mean, look, man, they had 2 big commercial hits. I'm not gonna bash them for that, Ruben.
No. No. And they were they were the baby lords. So they got in the movie. That I liked Meteor Man, except for them. I didn't really like them at all.
You just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. I
Couldn't
said,
do it.
"Hey, let's try to celebrate greatness." And I was like, "Hey, they had two
But
good
that ain't nothing
necklaces."
great.
And you
Ain't nothing great about them in that damn movie, though.
you just had to point out something negative about it. God, you just couldn't help yourself, man.
Hey, man, I hate when hate's necessary.
They had two commercial smashes.
And I agreed upon that.
Period. Let's just end it right there.
It wasn't no period. All right. So one thing we're going to start doing on the show, as Moby said, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate things. And I would like to introduce, as I said at the beginning of the show, a Hall of Fame induction. And it's called For the Game Hall of Fame. Because, the other guys will also have opportunities to put people, things, whatever, in that Hall of Fame as well. That is necessary because we need to applaud the things that we have done to make the game better and better. Now, what I will say, the first thing that will get inducted to the Hall of Fame is a word that was created by a song. However, personally, I don't necessarily like the song, but in my research, I was like, yo, this changed the way dudes address their women. And everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about? So, first of all, for the first Hall of Fame induction for the game, we're gonna induct Wifey by next.
I vehemently disagree.
Hold
I
on.
hate that word so
Hold on
much.
for a second.
I hate the song even more, but I hate that word
Hold on for a second.
so much.
Here's the reason. I agree with you, Moby. I can't stand that song. I can't stand that word. I think it's stupid. However, for some reason, women like that shit.
I promise you I can find a lot of women that don't.
Well, that's fine. But there are a lot of women who do. And so
we gotta have some voting power on this Hall of Fame because this
Hey. You will have a chance next week to put your own Hall of Fame in.
Here's the thing. We can't. You can't just be throwing everybody a willy-nilly Hall of Fame and then be like you're disrespecting the Hall of Fame.
Hey man, you haven't let me explain why they in there. So, literally what we have done, what they have done, they have created a word that will allow you as a single man to still not be in a relationship with a woman technically, but allow her to want to do different duties with and for you. And if you call her a wifey, they feel like they are closer to you than them being together. So it's like a promise ring to it.
I gotta say, Ruben, that definition, what you just did right there,
makes sense as hell. That's great.
you actually won me over.
Yes.
I still think it's bullshit there in the Hall of Fame, but based on what you said, that is like a Hall of Fame manipulation tactic. And
bro,
for the game, I guess you're right.
Bro,
I would like to publicly apologize for jumping the gun and immediately becoming critical without hearing all of your point of view.
Thank you.
Sir, I apologize.
Also, it is a name instead of calling a woman a side chick. That she is not, if she's not attached to you, that's my wifey.
I ain't never heard nobody. That's diabolical to call a side chick wifey. That is
It happens.
next level savagery to be like, this side chick is my wifey. Oh,
Bro, this is my girlfriend or my wife, and this is my wifey.
that never. If I ever
I've
hear
heard
that,
it.
I'm be like,
I've heard it.
You are the coldest nigga on earth. EARPH. Coldest nigga on earth.
And see, that's the thing, right? It gives them a label, but you ain't together with this motherfucker.
First of all, I've never heard it used that way as a side chick. Like I said, I'm so passionate about my feeling on that I feel like I would, in real life, unfriend a person if I knew they were doing that. Like if I was hanging out with one of my boys and he was just like, and he was with somebody else and he referred to his side chick as wifey, I'd be like, nigga, get out. Get the fuck out. We're not cool. I'm unfriending you in real life.
It happens. You can be mad at it, and you can disagree.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm simply saying no. No.
All I'm saying is, hey, who's that? That's my wifey.
I feel like if you
motherfuckers don't say nothing else.
If you refer to anybody as wifey, you better at least be in some type of relationship with them, and they better be at least considered main. At least considered the main. I ain't saying fuck that. Fuck that. You not. If there's any motherfucker out here referring to their side chick as wifey, fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your granny, fuck everything about you. That is fucking up the game. You cannot do that. I'm sorry for dropping so many F-bombs in succession like that, but that.
Hey man, when I tell you I've seen it done, I'm not lying to you. I've seen it done.
Are you still cool with this person?
That's not the point. It's not the point.
And if you're not cool with this person and you saw that, can you now look at them with any positive iteration at all?
I mean, you know what I say? That's a whole bunch of none of my damn business.
It ain't about that, because as soon as they said that, it became your business.
It did not.
Because you in it now. Like,
because
look,
you know what happened?
You got to do the appropriate thing. You got to be like, hey, that's my friend or person or human or look, call it what it is. The bitch I'm fucking on the side. Like, you cannot say wifey.
Here's the thing.
Side chick, man.
Here's the thing, man. What was it? R. Kelly, my homie, lover, friend. Now it's just a wifey. That's right.
I won't. I was about to say I can't, but no, I'm not gonna say I won't. That's the answer is I won't.
I take my bows. So
you, sir. Well, no, not just you. The devil, Trump, and you, sir, are a liar.
Hey man, I just report it, man. I don't do it. I'm telling you. Because here's the thing. You really only call two people your wifey. Your actual wife. And furthermore, any wife that you call wifey should automatically be pissed. Because to me, that's lessening them. Because a wifey is someone who acts the role, not is the role. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I feel like wifey is of lesser value than old lady. I'd rather hear somebody be like an old lady. Like, hey, look, man. Like,
here's the thing. I once again, man, I bring it back to the point. If they are not with that girl may think they're together. Somebody is out of the loop. Because if he says that's his wifey, but you know he dating somebody else or he married somebody else, I mean, it's not as. But see, because here's the other thing, right? We, Men and women have work wives and work husbands sometimes. Sometimes. You
Different
know?
thing.
Different. It is a very different thing. However, so is this. A wifey is really nothing but a side chick.
Not at all. A wifey is not a side chick. We
Are you gonna call your girlfriend your wifey? No, you gonna call her your girlfriend.
different. Nope. Because I've numerous times heard people refer to their significant other as wifey. Their
You know
girlfriend.
why they? And I'm gonna tell you why they do
I
that.
never heard nobody
Let me tell you
refer
why
to
they
their
do that.
side chick as wifey.
If they got a wife, what are they gonna call her?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
They not gonna call her.
Hey man, I'm telling you what it is. That's what the game is, man. I ain't say it was great. I never said the game was right. I'm just saying it's what it
Look,
is.
man, we gonna have to have a whole show topic on this because I don't think you I don't think you are correct in this assertion that you are making about the phrase or the term wifey. And look, maybe somebody will hit us up in the message and be like, "Nah, man, Ruben, absolutely right." And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you, sir, are diabolical if you are calling your side chick wifey. That is a new level of despicable."
I mean, because here's the thing, right? What if your side chick, because your wife, of course, most side chicks don't like real wives. They don't like that. They don't want that because they want to be the wife. So in time to take care of him, that's his wifey. When he's got his real wife at home.
Nah, man. We look, agree to
Bro,
disagree.
you can say what you want, man.
I said, look, agree to disagree. And I'm not saying you have not heard it because I'm not gonna tell your truth. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell your truth, but I'm just saying that I never in my life, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally the person that is going. It could be an absolute fact, Ruben, and I'm going to tell you right now. I want to stay happy in my delusion of that never happening.
So, like, yes, if you're married and you call somebody else your wifey, and it's not your wife,
you're a piece of shit.
Exactly. I'm not saying you good. I'm just saying it's what it is.
Shit.
Because clearly y'all fucking like that you fucking her. Which could be even worse. She does all the shit for you and you're not giving up none. That's a win-win situation. I see that I have changed your tone.
No.
You look like mentally you kind of going through it right now.
No. I'm just like, yo, man. All right, you got it, bro. Like I don't even want to think about this being real in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
Just think about it this way, man. I'm a nice guy. You're a nice guy. There are way more diabolical motherfuckers out there than us.
Absolutely, and I'm well aware of that. But like I said, I know serial killers exist too, Ruben. I don't want to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know there are people up here who kill people and then eat their body parts. I don't want to meet those people, Ruben. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's gonna happen now, right? You're gonna hear somebody say that term to somebody, and you're gonna instantly turn and look at her left hand and see if there is a ring on it.
No, see, I'll hear the term wifey and I'll think, oh, that's your significant other. Point blank, end of story. I will not think, oh, that must be his. No, I will never think that. I will never think that.
I feel good that I've opened up your world to some shit that you might not have.
But you haven't. You've actually just opened up my world to something that I don't want to know. Like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on being ignorant to this. So if people out there like, no, that's what we doing. That's what all the YNs out here doing, calling side pieces wifeys. I'm be like, hey,
and that's the thing about it, man. It's not even the YNs, it's the ONs.
Hey, whatever, man. Whatever them ends are, I don't want to know. F them ends. You know what I'm saying?
You should ask your wife about that.
The alphabet is going to be F them ends. Okay, that's what we say. We are officially at the F them end stage of my
FDN. Oh shit, that's hilarious. So yes, congratulations to the song and the term wifey. You are in the For the Game Hall of Fame for 5-minute warning. And come back next week where Mo B will induct something else into the For the Game
It won't be wifey.
Hall of Fame.
It won't be anything even related to that. Not at all.
You got to induct something into the game next week. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine.
I mean, you ain't got to be wifey. It's already in there. So, and with that being said, thank y'all for listening to a new episode of 5-Minute Warning, because here we talk about everything and some of the stuff that you really don't want to know. Hopefully you've learned something today. And if you didn't learn something, that's cool too. But I hope you really enjoyed yourself. We're here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. until we feel like we don't want to talk anymore. We'd like to thank our we'd like to thank our sponsor, JTM Creations. Shirt. They do shirts, hats, the whole 9. They're awesome. Check them out on the Facebook page, JTD Creations LLC. And we're going to do this again next Sunday. Please join us. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Wow, man. This episode was awesome. Be back another awesome episode. Thank you to Mo B. Hopefully AG will be back from Parts Unknown next week. And of course, thank you to those who listen to us right now live or on the podcast itself. Hey, great week down. We're going to do it again. So as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuce.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5-Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5-Minute Warning, AG_5-Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5-Minute Warning.